What up, disciples? Zane here, and welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to show you guys my new 2-star rotation for the new 2-star recipes that were implemented in patch 4.1. Now, these recipes are a lot harder. They actually are double the quality and progress to make them. Now, this rotation that I'm going to be using is for those who have best in slot melds from the previous gear, or anybody who has at least over 1500 craftsmanship. You can easily achieve that by making the main hand tools, which are the on level 325. Now, if you have anything below best in slot melds or below 1500, then these are going to be a little bit more difficult because you're not going to get 100% high quality. So it's going to be a little bit of RNG in the end. But once you make the main hand tool, your stats are going to hugely increase, making everything a lot easier, especially if you're going to mass produce this gear for selling. So it's going to be a little bit rough if you're a minimum on level. I do want to give a shout out to Ash10 for the base rotation. Him and I were kind of like on the same track for the rotation, but he kind of figured it out a little bit sooner. So if you're looking for a rotation with minimal stats, I suggest going over to his channel and watching that video. Alright, so in order to do my rotation, you're going to want a minimal of 521 CP, which that can be achieved with seafood stew and the cunning craftsman's tea. Now, I have 464 right now with no buffs, no nothing. Because I have my new gear melded to replace the melds that I lost, I was able to get back some of the CP. Now, with the new retrieval ability, anything grade 4 and below, you'll be able to retrieve 100%, and grade 5, you'll be able to retrieve 80%. So, and plus grade 5 are so easy to get with red scripts, melding them ahead of time, now you can easily get them back when the new 4.2 stuff comes out. Alright, so like I said, with this rotation, 521 CP is enough to do it. But if you have a little bit more CP, and if initial preparations, the side effect of any move getting your CP reduced by half, you'll be able to modify it just a little bit. But there's about at least 4 moves that are RNG based. That's patient touch, 2 rapid synthesis 2s, and a hasty touch. But like I said, if you have more CP, and if you have initial preparations cut CP in half, you'll be able to switch at least hasty touch to like a basic touch or a prudent touch. But I'll show you what I mean. If by any chance rapid synthesis fails, patient touch fails, or hasty touch fails, you're going to continue to make the item, but your quality is going to be severely hindered depending on how many times each one fails. And if you're thinking about reclaiming, remember that 10% can still happen. You can still not get the items back, so be fairly warned. So high quality seafood stew and the cunning craftsman's tea. So I have 527 CP because my alchemist has a little bit more CP than my other classes. So I have about 6 more CP, which is okay. It's not really gonna make a big difference until initial preparations does its job. So you want to pretty much use all high quality materials. The more high quality you have, the better. Unfortunately, there's no high quality Girabanian alchemic at the moment, so you're gonna have to deal with the other materials. To get these high quality, it's basically the same requirements as the old gathering items, so you don't really have to meld anything into your gatherers to get these high quality. So let's go ahead and get this done. So the rotation is going to be initial preparations. Stroke of Genius automatically procs to your specialist, so you get 15 CP back. Next, you're going to do comfort zone, inner quiet, manipulation 2. No CP has been reduced yet, so unfortunately we're going to have to stick to the original rotation. And then steady hand 2. Still nothing. Alright, so let's hope that piece by piece 3 times, and hope the CP gets reduced. Alright, that's good. Now, when you get a good or anything during the progress phase, you're not going to do anything with it. It's going to actually screw up your rotation. If it's before the progress phase, then you're going to use a good tricks of the trade. Or if after you're done with the progress, then you're going to start to do the quality, then you can use tricks of the trade there. But tricks of the trade will actually mess up your rotation, so you're going to ignore it, as much as I hate to say that. So you're going to do a second piece by piece. The third. And now we're going to do 2 rapid synthesis and hope it does not fail. Alright, perfect. I'm just going to do 1 more. Awesome. So now we have 5910 for progress. Now, Careful Synthesis 3 at the end with Ingenuity 2 still up should be able to one-shot that automatically. Because I believe Careful Synthesis 3 gives you 400, and then I believe you only need 27. So I think over 427, I think you get like 460 something, if I recall correctly. All right, so now that you're 1 step away from completing the item, what you're going to do next is you're going to observe twice. With comfort zone still up, you will only be getting back 1 CP. But doing observe, you'll get able to get the durability 10 back with manipulation 2 still up. Alright, CP was reduced on that, so that's pretty good. So now we get a little bit more CP than we bargained for, so which is good. Now that that is all said and done, we're going to go and use Steady Hand 2. Now this is where it gets tricky. Prudent Patient Touch actually has a pretty decent failure rate, so fingers crossed that it doesn't screw up. Okay, awesome. Now it's a little bit risky because of the failure rate, but it gives you 2 stacks of Inner Quiet. So now we're going to do 4 Prudent Touches. Hopefully CP reduction works. Awesome. That makes it a little bit better, because now we can successfully remove Hasty Touch from the process. Alright, we're in really good shape here. So now we're going to use Steady Hand 2, because you only need 4. You need Steady Hand 2 to be at 4 to finish the craft, so you'll be able to get the extra Inner Quiet. But before you do that, you're going to waste your initial preparation. So you can use Reflect to get 10 stacks. Always make sure you do that first, because it's going to screw up the rotation. So you're going to do Steady Hand 2. And now we're going to do, let's see, you got to do the math here. If you take 21 off of 156, that's 146, so that's 135. So we need at least 2. We need at least 2 moves to finish this. So you can go Prudent Touch. So 135 is what you need to do the finisher. Well, no, actually you don't have to worry about that, because with Steady Hand 2 already up, you don't have to refresh it. So technically, you'll be free 25 CP. So now we're gonna go Ingenuity 2, Great Strides, Innovation. Now that everything is in place, we're going to do By God's Blessing. Alright, we're at 96%. So like I said, this is the best you can get at this point. If everything works perfectly, you can get up to around 96%. Now, some items will have you get a little bit more quality, because the more items you in a craft, the more chances you have more high quality. So on like gear pieces, you're probably going to get more items to put into it, so that extra item will boost it up to 100% in most cases. So now we're going to do Careful Synthesis 3. This should complete the craft. Booyah, 469. Like I was correct. You get around 469 with Careful Synthesis 3. So if everything falls in alignment, this is your end result. If you have over 1500 craftsmanship. I have done it where I had let me show you. I have done it where I've had Weaver at 525, and I was hoping that you didn't need to be 1525 to get the end result. You just all pretty much just need 1500 craftsmanship. This is kind of like confirms my my fear that maybe 1500 wasn't enough, but it is enough. So that is basically the rotation that people with best in slot melds from the previous gear, or people who are well geared like me and have the main hand tools. If you are going to mass produce these items for sale, this is probably going to be your best bet. If Rapid Synthesis 2 fails once, not twice, if it fails once, your quality is going to be a little bit lower. If Patient Touch fails, your quality is going to be even lower. So it's going to be based on what fails and what doesn't. I still would recommend you guys make the item. Even if you get normal quality, you still can make the gear with normal quality materials, even if it's just one piece. But this is the rotation that I've been trying to figure out, and I just said, you know what, I can't improve on this any better than I can. So I was going to not really make this video, but I said, you know what, if everything works well and works perfectly, you know, it's gonna be a good video. So I gambled, it worked, and so here's the end result for it. And that's what I use for making these items. Again, if you want one with minimum item level, again, go to Ash10's YouTube channel, and it should be the very couple last videos he actually posted. So guys, like I said, make sure you use the Cunning Craftsman's Tea and the Seafood Stew. So I'm just going ahead and get rid of that. If you have more than let's see if I can remember what the CP was. Okay, if you have around 458 CP, because let me do the math here, because 458 plus 50 from the Seafood Stew plus 13 from the Cunning Tea is 521. So pretty much the minimum you need is 521 CP. And if initial preparation lowers anything, then you'll be pretty much more in the clear to use Prudent Touch or Basic Touch over Hasty Touch 2. So pretty much those are the results. Again, this rotation is all luck, it's all RNG. If anybody out there who has a better rotation with less RNG, you know, feel free to link it in the comment section down below. But this is what I use. Ash kind of uses one a little bit different, but this one is a little bit less RNG, but it requires a little bit more stats, but it's for the real end game crafters. Alright guys, so sorry I'm kind of rambling on, but I just kind of want to get all the information out that I can give you guys to help out. So guys, that's going to be it for this video. Please leave a like if you found this useful. Don't any comments, questions, concerns, leave them in the comment section down below. I'll be more than happy to answer them. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you are new for more Final Fantasy XIV Stormblood content. So until next time guys, may you forever walk in the light of Lord Bahamut. And may RNG bless you with good fortune. Take care guys, and good luck.